Greetings, it's Doc Griffin, your swing surgeon, director of club fitting operations, and yep, it's time again for the doctor's house call. We're going to continue with the series on shaft myths, and today we're going to deal with a common misconception that is held by a lot of golfers, and that is the shaft is the most important component of the golf club. Now, whereas the shaft is definitely very important, but it is not necessarily the most important. There are a lot of other things that come into play when you're talking about a completed golf club that will probably overshadow the primary conception or misconception that the shaft should take precedence is the most important aspect. I'm going to give you two scenarios, two actual true stories, I think that will kind of depict and prove the point that the shaft isn't necessarily the most important aspect of the club. Several years ago, I had a gentleman come in to see me that had been out Midwest and had gotten a set made for him, spent thousands of dollars. When he first called me, he said, you know, Doc, I'm having trouble. Everything goes right. So when he came in and I'm sitting there watching him hit balls, sure enough, he was exactly right. Everything went right. And I'm looking at his swing, looking at the breakdown of the swing on the computer, and his swing was just on plane. Everything was perfect, except the club head was open. So I went inside my fitting studio and got a smaller bladed style club with a shaft in that club that was just totally ill fit for this gentleman. It was very, very heavy and it was very, very stiff. But I gave it to him and I said, here, swing this. I want to see what happens. First shot, just nice, soft little draw. Second shot, nice, soft little draw. And every shot from that point on was a nice, soft draw instead of leaving the ball outright. Now, the biggest thing that we did in the change between his club and this club that I gave him was that the size of the head was considerably smaller, and he was able to get the toe back in and square it up. The shaft in the first set of clubs that he had spent thousands of dollars for actually was a better fit shaft than the shaft that was in the blade that I had given him. But by putting him in a better head for him, he was able to swing the club and make a good shot. Several, long time ago, when Ping first came out with their I-Series, Mr. Solheim thought that it would be prudent to put a very heavy shaft, about 125 to 130 grams in, and it was extra stiff. His thinking on this is that it would improve accuracy, and it actually does improve accuracy if you can swing it. And I think most of you know that the history of that Ping club, the I-Series, just was phenomenal. Even though technically speaking, from a fitting standpoint, that heavy X-Flex shaft probably didn't fit 75% of the golfers that were playing that club. But the design of the head and the features and stuff that he had put into the Ping I club were apparently superior to what most everybody had been playing up to that point. So we go back to the misconception that the shaft is the most important aspect, when I think in essence what you're swinging, head design and features probably will take precedence over that. Then correct length, MOI, lie angle, all of these factors going in together, all of the components put together and the dynamics outweigh the single thought that the shaft is the most important aspect of the club. Again, the whole key is getting your equipment fit to your swing and the dynamics of your swing. So that's it for today. We appreciate your support as always, and we will pick up again next week with myth number 3. We'll tell you then what it is. And thank you for watching. And remember, better golf is just a fit away.